So as we turn to chapter 31, I need to share a personal experience with you from many years ago. Before my current job, I used to work in seminaries and institutes, and I would work for part of my assignment with training people who wanted to become full-time seminary teachers. And the manager over pre-service at the time, his name was Mike Valinga, so he came to visit some teachers with me on a particular day, and I'll never forget, he was so excited, he was giddy. He's like, Tyler, I've got to share this insight that he had gained in his personal reading that morning, which, by the way, this was an early class that we were visiting, and he lived about an hour and a half away, and so it gave me some indication of how much effort he had put into making time for the Lord. That all by itself was impressive to me. But he was so excited to share this insight, and it was right here in Exodus chapter 31. He said, so he read verse 2, "See, I have called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah." And notice what God had done to him in verse 3, "And I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and in understanding and in knowledge and in all manner of workmanship." And he's got the ability to devise cunning works and to cut stones and to carve timber and to work all manner of workmanship. And then Brother Valinga went to verse 6. And here it says, "And I, behold, I have given with him Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach." I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong. And notice, God has made him wise-hearted and put wisdom into him and commanded him to be able to work with cloth and the instruments inside of the tabernacle. And Brother Valinga's point, his excitement was, isn't that amazing that God has instilled within these two individuals and others, but these are the two that are named, Bezaleel and Aholiab, these special capacities, these gifts, these abilities to do a work that was set aside for that time in that place. And it wasn't broadcast across all of the children of Israel. It's not as if every member was a craftsman of equal capacity. There were specific things needing to be done. And then his point was, as we go out and observe teachers today in seminary classrooms, we're looking for the hand of God to see who he has appointed with special gifts to be able to relate to youth and to be able to teach them the scriptures in such a way that it will light a fire in them. And I thought, man, what a beautiful application of this principle in that setting. But now, as we cover it here, it's for us to wrestle with, what is the mission or the missions? What are the gifts? What are the unique capacities that God has given me to be able to perform? And every one of you, every one of us have things that God specifically has appointed us to fulfill, and consequently has given us whatever gifts are necessary in order to fulfill them. So our invitation would be to turn heavenward, look at your patriarchal blessing, counsel with wise people around you, and finding your specific Bezaleel or Aholiab package of gifts and commission given from God. I think it's a beautiful principle as we get underway.